promise I'd get it this time. Oh, this time, this time. How to hold the bird in my hand and watch it grow. See those feathers bloom, but don't let it fly, don't let it fly. Even though, that's what it's supposed to do. Teach me, baby. Like that one, Baloo? Whoa, whoa, just one last time. Oh, yeah. Out to see the sun rise in the dead of night, in the dead of night. 'Cause that's how it feels, baby, but you don't feel that way, do you, baby? Ooh, whoa. So Jordan and I have been playing together for a long time. We met in All-State Jazz Band back in high school. He was the hot young drummer coming out of the state, and I was the bass player who, well, really the cello player who snuck in the band as the bass player in the blind audition. I guess they couldn't tell the difference between my electric cello and the bass. But we jammed together then. We just stayed in touch over the years and reconnected back in 2009, started doing touring together. And we've toured together all over the world. It's pretty cool and special to have a good travel companion. And this is Kay. Kay, everyone. Kay and I have also traveled a lot over the world. We met back in 2005 on eBay. And she's very much like the cello that I picked up in public schools. She's plywood. She makes a really good like pickup truck on a country road kind of cello. She's that kind of cello. And we've done a lot of things. We've done music tours by plane and train and automobile. We've done music tours by bicycle. We call them ditch the van tours. We've done music tours. Well, I guess you don't call it. We've done hike-ins, right? Where I'll put her on my back and we'll hike in. We've done that on the Pacific Crest Trail, the Appalachian Trail. Wow. We even like hiked part of the like crumbling spine of the Great Wall of China together and played some music up there. We shot a video up there. You'd appreciate hauling all that gear up there, Ted. We each took a piece that we hauled up. And then, yeah, so we've been all over. Not too long ago, we got off a train in Brooklyn, New York, where there's a fella busking. You've probably heard me tell you about this fella. He's a wayfaring stranger, right? He's sitting on a suitcase with a kick drum pedal attached to it, kind of like what Jordan's got, but more Samsonite, less Swan. And he's singing his songs, playing a banjo. He's got this incredible momentum to his music. So you can imagine the trains coming in, trains are going out, and he's just singing into the momentum of it. And I asked him where he was from, and he said he was from West Virginia, but didn't live there anymore. He lived on the trains. And I asked him what he meant by living on the trains. And he said, well, when I was 15 years old, I got tired of living in West Virginia. So I hopped on a coal train. I've been hopping trains ever since. And he told me about the kings and queens of the trains. He told me about the dogs they traveled with, the salt guns the wardens shot them with. I said, man, that sounds wild. You know, if you ever make it down to Kentucky, you should look me up. And I thought that'd be the end of it, but he did make it down to Kentucky. And he did look me up. This fellow's name's Morgan O'Kane. And we sat on my back porch with my wife looking through the back window being like, who the hell is this? And we wrote this song together. It's called Captivity. We're going to try to be like the train. Where the heat of my brain turns the eyeballs around me to dust. Oh, but when I come to my senses, it's a winter's day, and there's just a little rust. And I'm walking through the revolving doors in my mind. Oh, but no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get out the other side. Yes, 'cause everywhere I look is looking back. Waiting on me when I get back home. Oh Lord, if I ever get back home. Yeah, yes. 'Cause everywhere I look is looking back to where I'm looking when I get back to where I'm looking to go. Oh, you can hold me captive for all these things I've done. And I'm quite sure by now this ain't the only race I'm done. She could never forget the look in my eyes. Oh, it's a misfortune and fortune that I'm in here, but at least I'm still alive. And I once knew a man who traveled by the whistle's aid. Ooh, it's been 40 years now, and I just need someone to know my name. Oh. He shows back in life here and there. Yeah. Like I saw him on the Louis C.K. show back when that was on the air. He just kind of popped in for that show. Yeah, because every once in a while he'll just throw his phone in the Hudson and just disappear. You know, like, just
Jumping chain trains? Is that what he's doing?
I don't know. I don't know. He's a wayfaring stranger. I guess not a stranger totally, but he's out there wayfaring for sure. I was warned there's some musicians in the house tonight. What do y'all play? What do you play?
Yeah, Lindsay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Play Stairway to Heaven.
No, they're in the back.
He plays Ring of Fire on repeat. That's what it is.
Are y'all
Boys from Austin.
pianists? Piet?
Oh, I play cello as well.
Nice. I apologize in advance. Sometimes Shell's like, what the hell are you doing today?
No,
Anybody else? What do y'all play?
guitar.
Guitar. What?
Vocals.
Vocals. You sing baritone, bass? You sing whatever comes out? All right. Well, feel free to join in if you feel moved to do so. Grab some glasses and tink on them or something. Tink. It's an official musical term. Where should we go, Jordan? Should we go? All right. Here's a. I'm really fascinated by the, having grown up in Kentucky, bluegrass music, right? Everybody's familiar with bluegrass music. It's become a tradition, like a lot of things that were new and inventive, and then people were like, "Oh, don't change it." But of course, bluegrass music's a practice, and it's the practice of immigrant music, right? And so I've tried to continue that practice, and this is my bluegrass infused with Wapango music from Mexico. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, I was minding my own, drinking coffee alone, down on the Lower East Side. Yes, it was late in the morning when she caught my eye. Yes, she was bobbing and weaving and spinning through the street in her cut-off jeans, turning heads at the boys and the girls. drive up, we got to see some colors. Colors changing. And we'll still yet go further north. I think we get as far north as Boston. Is New Hampshire above Boston? I can't remember.
Yes.
So we go to New Hampshire. We got fortunate. Anyways, we should get some good color. And so that reminds me of this song, which was, it's called "Prettiest Tree on the Mountain." It's about a Kentucky girl that I chased out to California. And California's an amazing place. I'm sure many of y'all have been there. It's like you can grow anything. You got palm trees, you got artichokes, lots of strange things. But sadly, our relationship did not grow. So I came back to Kentucky pretty brokenhearted. And I was driving through the eastern part of the state where everything's just so lush and green. We share mountains. And I looked to my left and there was one tree in all of this green that had changed the color of its hair. Or sorry, the color of its leaves to exactly the color of this girl's hair. This deep orange-red color. And that made me mad. I mean, like, it felt like maybe it was a sign, maybe it was, I should go back, maybe I should be done with it, I don't know, a final farewell, who knows. But I sat down and worked out my emotions in this song. It's called "Prettiest Tree on the Mountain." Well, a robin flew by my window. I thought it just might be you. Judged from the color of its breast and the sound of its song. But I'm just thinking of you. 'Cause you're in sunny California, the fertile land John Steinbeck rode over when I came. Not a single fertile patch could be spared for you and me. You see, I wanted to love you, baby, but neither you nor I've been in love before. I thought I could change the world if I just held you high. Truth is, I couldn't hold you up at all. No, I couldn't hold you up. Couldn't hold you up. And I shrink and I hold you down. Do-do-do. Oh. Well, I'm leaving, walking back home. I don't care if it takes years or more. Lord, but as I walk through the hills of Kentucky, the leaves begin to turn red. Ooh, and I think of you. Yes, I think of you. The prettiest tree on the mountain.
And every time I hear that song, I wonder, like, do you know what happened to the girl?
Oh yeah, no, we still keep in touch. She's I don't know what level in the military she's at now. She's an officer in the Army, and I don't know what level she is at this point. She might have gone all the way up the ring. I'm not sure, but she bounces around the country serving in lots of different ways. We had kids about the same time. We just basically lived this parallel life, not necessarily in the military, but we both travel a lot.
Yeah.
And had kids around the same time, so it's cool to watch her grow. She's still got her beautiful orange red hair. Yeah, still rocking and rolling it.
Does she know the song is about her?
Oh yeah, oh yes.
How's that go over with the wife?
We've had many conversations about it.
How's that go over with the wife? Like, all my old passions are buried, right?
Are they buried under that rug?
Not anymore.
Put it under there.
Oh, wow, so that's a good question. I've never been asked in front of lots of people. So, I don't know. We've never really talked about it. I mean, it was like previous to our relationship, so it didn't really affect things.
Ooh, she's getting stressed.
Lou, he's gonna start.
He's like so
Lou.
happy.
Axe on our car.
I know. He's like, man, this is
real
really
good
good.
stuff. He liked the song too.
Yeah, obviously.
I can bury this thing over there.
I know. I think pretty much any healthy relationship recognizes that everybody's on their own like path, right? I think we're in a good, healthy place with it. Like we all would walk in our path, and we'll walk it this way, we'll walk it that way. Sometimes she'll go that way, sometimes I go this way. Other times we come straight at each other. So that feels good.
Yeah.
Feels loved and supported.
It's like therapy for that song.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like having our
We're
little
working it out.
therapy information.
Here's a Tom Waits tune.
Thanks.
Well, I shook the hand of the president and the Pope in Rome. I've been to parties where I've had to be flown. They said everything is sacred. Yo, nothing is profane. And money's just something that you throw off the back of trains. Oh, well, always keep a diamond in your mind. Always keep a diamond in your mind. Wherever you may wander, wherever you may roam, you've got to always keep a diamond in your mind. Well, steam of the grave with little fried pearls floating like a necklace on a beautiful girl. And Jonah gives thanks for the food in the land, and also ever grateful for God's almighty hand. Oh, always keep a diamond in your mind. Always keep a diamond in your mind. Oh, wherever you may wander, wherever you may roam, you got to always keep a diamond in your She's got the milk of human kindness and the fat of the land. Oh yeah, she's screaming like a baby, but she drives just like a man. She lives outside of Natchez, where she operates a crane. She's like a wrecking ball, no longer connected to a chain. Oh, where's the Lee Sanders? Says she almost in a praise, cause she lost her right arm, blown off in a Piccadilly rain. And then they lashed her to a windmill next to old Three Finger Day. Now she's 102, drinking mint juleps in the shade. Oh, always keep a diamond in your mind. You know it now. We'll always keep a diamond in your mind. Wherever you may wander, wherever you may roam, you got to always keep a diamond in your mind. Keep it right there. I said always keep a diamond in your mind. Always keep a diamond in your mind. Oh, wherever you may wander, yes, wherever you may roam, you got to always keep a diamond in your mind. Yes, fun one that's sort of another mixture of things. When I was studying cello in college, here's my fellow cello. Have you studied the fourths Bach suite yet?
I'm not.
Yeah, you avoid it at all costs. It's awesome. It's a great piece of music, but I'm not sure it was actually written for cello. I think it was like a manuscript error because it's, you know, it's got all these crazy like organ like. So the theory is that it was actually written for like a 5-string gamba instrument, and then people were like, it kind of looks like a cello, so it's a cello. Either how, I was studying that piece in college, and then I was also touring a bunch because I started touring when I was like 17 and just toured through college and everything. And
He's just so excited.
and I was playing some shows out in Colorado, and I came across some Brazilian musicians playing all this like Brazilian choro music, this very bubbly, outdoory street music, infectious music. And so I was like, how do you all do that? And the answer that I frequently got when I was the curious cellist asking people how they did things, whether they were DJs, lead guitar players, or Brazilian choro players, was you just got to do it. Which, you know, besides being the Nike tagline, is probably true just generally in life. You just kind of have to like start. And so I started like trying to get these rhythms, and then I was like, ooh, I have to put those together with the changes from the Bach suite. I was like, ooh, that feels good. So maybe I'll put some words to it. And this is what I came up with. It's called "It's Not Impossible." It's not impossible for me to cry. It's just the hardest thing I've ever done. And it's a shame, you know, but it's ingrained, you know. Boys don't cry, boys don't cry. Kick and scream, cause or sing. Take your anger out on someone else. Hold still the car, race the car. But don't you dare, no, don't you dare cry. And I must admit, all jokes aside, I find some men beautiful, some girls hate. and wise. And I hope someday, before I die, I can shed a kiss that brings tears to my eyes. And it's a shame, you know, but it's a great you know. Boys don't cry, boys don't cry. Yeah, yes. Okay, feel like a couple more?
Yeah.
Yes,
Monday
of
night.
course.
I don't want to overdo it. We're getting all of our itches out towards this show to start the tour. So I
Keep
really
working it out. Working it out.
You just keep working that out.
Can you bury me?
Oh, I can try. It's been a sec. Jordan, how's your fingers feeling?
Fine, they're great.
They're fine.
They're fine.
So this is a song called "Bury Me with My Car," "Bury Me" for short, and it's a fine example of my early nerdiness in songwriting, because I read an article, heard about somebody being buried in their Cadillac or something. It's like, oh man, Americans being buried with their cars. That just sounds so right. I wonder if there's other civilizations that have been buried with their mass transit. And so I'm like researching, like, oh, the Cheops was buried with boats, right? So he had to get somewhere. And then Romans were buried with their chariots, cowboys with horses. And I'm like, oh, there's a song here. Let's make this happen. So I tried to bring together all of my backwoods fiddling with a little bit of my, I don't know what else, but this is what came out. idea of like if our culture just suddenly shifted and instead of like claps, we just started licking each other. Good job, good job, good job.
He's all in.
Watching Jordan try to drum while the sensation of a large tongue is like,
It was like all right here.
his hands were like just cooking, just like, and they're like
You didn't miss a beat.
It was amazing.
oh.
I know, he's all embarrassed.
Oh, yeah, sure. It looks real embarrassing in front of the room, getting all the attention.
Real embarrassed.
Love it.
What is Kay's favorite song?
I mean, Kay just likes to do stuff like this. That's her favorite stuff to do. She loves that. She loves doing this. These like wonderful sort of harmonics. You ever tried double harmonics back there, Cello Man?
Wow.
They're very hard.
Oh, they're not that hard. You just get them and then you let them ring. The trick is to make sure that you move your bow closer to the bridge. That's the trick. Sitting down, sitting down, take it easy on me. I ain't willing to lose, but I'm willing to admit I was wrong. 'Cause there's only so much time in the day, and there's only so much that I can say. Learn to listen. Learn to listen. Oh, I've retired that song.
Oh.
Actually, I have a program coming up this month that I've teamed up with a great poet, another composer, and a historian, because we're looking for a new state song for Kentucky.
You don't want that one anymore.
No, that one's got some dark past. I think it's time to like pack it up and be like, hey, we're looking for maybe a little bit like more welcoming Kentucky.
All right.
So we're packing that one up, but we could do something else that brings home the Kentuckiness. I don't know exactly what that is yet, but we could find it. Oh, Blue Moon of Kentucky.
Pennsyltucky.
What is it? Pennsyltucky?
We live in Pennsylvania.
Montucky?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
The
Kentucky,
Kentucky fight song, I mean.
what is that?
Not that fight song.
No.
I mean, there's always the Blue Moon of Kentucky. Why don't you keep on shining? Shine on the one who's gone and left me blue. Blue Moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one who's gone, left me blue. Well, Blue Moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one who's gone and left me blue. Yeah, yes, a Blue Moon of Kentucky, wanna keep on shining. Shine on the one who's gone and left me blue. Well, it was on the moonlit night, and the stars were shining bright. There was bird up on high, your love said goodbye. Blue Moon of Kentucky, won't you keep on shining? Shine on the one who's gone and left me blue. Come on. Well, it was on the moonlit night, and the stars were shining bright. There was bird up on high, your love had said goodbye. Oh, Blue Moon of Kentucky, just keep on shining. Yeah, shine on, let me blue. Yes, Blue Moon of Kentucky, just keep on shining. Shine on, who's gonna let me Shine on. Oh, Pieces of You?
It's a sad one.
Yeah.
It's a peaceful
It's such a
one.
beautiful
It's a peaceful one. Maybe that's a good one to send everybody off. with.
No, I don't know if we can do that.
Oh, wow. Wait, that's not the deal I wanted to do.
That, but then you gotta bring it. You gotta bring it and have a happy one. Because someone's gonna be like, rah, rah. I love it.
I think you obviously do a great job curating, and we're still curating. The Piece of You is a beautiful one, and I think it's appropriate with all this incredible art that we have around us. Pieces of You was inspired by a wonderful human named Louis Zoeller Beckett. Kentucky, which is my hometown. You know, love Lexington now. And Louis was many things, but one of the things he was well known as is an artist. And he was well known for working on one piece of artwork for 40 years of his life. It's a piece called The Archive. And the Archive was a collection of objects that meant something to him. So we're talking, I mean, they didn't have any inherent value, but to him, they were connected to something in his life. So we're talking jars of dirt and water from places he visited. You know, old concert tickets, old prescriptions, teddy bears from past lovers. One of my favorites was a jar of trash from Beverly Hills. He was really proud of that one. He's like, that's trash, that's genuine trash from Beverly Hills, baby. And he would carefully like catalog, label, and display all of these objects in his home in Lexington, Kentucky. So you'd walk in and it was just like stuff everywhere. And it was kind of overwhelming because it's, after 40 years, a lot of stuff. But once you got to looking at all the tags, and he would use this like little stamping system and catalog numbers, you started to realize like all these things were connected to these moments in life. It's like a video game.
Sorry, I think that's
Fans watching TV.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Benny.
The text to the son, yo, turn it down, I've got a concert going on. Mom! It's a school night, I get to play with games. So anyhow, it was beautiful because all of these objects were given their value not through, you know, their commercial exchange rate, but rather the stories that he could tell about them, which is really the only thing that gives anything value, whether you're talking about like your favorite pair of shoes or a mountaintop, right? All of it is only there because we are able to know, have some sort of intimate connection with it, affection, as Wendell Berry calls it. And so when Louis was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, I was like, what's going to happen to the archive? It's so beautiful. It's going to be, you know, split apart. It's going to be passed down to his partner. I didn't know. And in thinking of that, this song came out. And of course, it was written and recorded well before the Great Pause. And so it's come to mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. So listen with your heart, and maybe there's an object in your life that you'll bring to mind. Well, I wish I could keep every piece of you, all the lies and the truths, all the trophies from your youth, and the phone you used to call me on. I would put each one up on the shelf just to be close to you. And I wrote your name on the empty bottle of wine. All the kisses and the fights, our first Christmas lights, the silver comb for your short black hair. I would put each one in its very own box just to have you near to me. Some people just see a pile of junk. They don't know that it's pieces, pieces of you. Pieces of you. But I'd trade them all just to have you here by my side. Here mind. See that hungry look in your eyes. I would hide your keys so you couldn't drive. Then you'd still be here with me. Some people just see a pile of junk. They don't know that it's pieces, pieces of you. Pieces of you. All right, we will send you off with one more joyous, uplifting song. I don't know what that song is yet, but
Electrified.
I think Kay's going to tell me here in a second. But just again, this is Jordan Ellis playing percussion for tonight. Jordan and I will be out on our first real tour, really, in 3 years. So we're going to be heading out through the Northeast. I encourage you to check out the dates. If you know anybody in these cities, the New Yorks and Bostons and so on of the world, would love for you to send them out to the shows. People are still figuring out how and when to go back to venues, so any extra nudge from a friend always helps. And yeah, thank you so much for hosting us and letting us share some music with your family and friends.
Anytime.
Thank you. Anytime you want.
Let's see here. I don't know, Jordan. Yeah, Electrified will be fun. Sure. We don't do this one very much, just cello. No.
No.
The trees are electrified. The streets are electrified. Your ears are electrified. And my voice is electrified. Oh, your heart is unsteady. They can make it beat in time. Your mind is confused, Lord, it will be clarified. If you're old-fashioned, yes, you will be modernized. Everything is electrified. Oh, everything is electrified. Lost in the jungle, use the satellites. If you're broke in the city, sneak on the bus line. You lost your job, cause it was mechanized. They said we had to compete when the market's globalized. Everything is electrified. Everything is electrified. Everything is electrified. My bare hands touch the base of your spine. Feel you shudder and close your eyes. Move like a swallow and I'm hypnotized. Everything is electrified. Everything is electrified. alarm.